zoos. Some people love them. Some people think that they put the animals under immense amount of stress in their understimulating environments that cause depression. But we can both agree that zoo video games are fucking sick. Hi, I'm Noah Forder, and this is my fucking this is my pet croc. His name is fucking Cole, mate. And this is the most zoo outfit I own. These are just overalls. I'm not wearing a shirt under it. I look very pale. This is just a khaki like stockade John Wayne jacket, and this is just like a weird hat. I think zoos are a bit of fun, even though they're kind of bad for some animals, but I'm not here to bring politics into video games. I'm here to talk about how excited I get when I see a zoo level in a video game. Like in Lego Batman, the first Lego Batman, you platform and fight through a zoo and to just go fight Man-Bat. And I think that's pretty cool. And speaking of fighting, in Call of Duty Black Ops 1 and Cold War now, I think the zoo levels in it. There's a fucking, it's genuinely like it's a terrifying looking zoo. It looks horrendous in both versions. Look how small these cages are. This is from the fucking 40s. What the fuck is this shit? Speaking of fucked zoos, there's a level on Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4 where you can do a sick fucking kickflip ollie 360 no scope off of the back of an elephant and get chased by a lion and herd all of these animals back into their enclosures because for some reason they're just having a day out on the town. It's like in Madagascar, the video game, where they actually just have a day out in New York. They hang out, or they're going after Marty or something. And like they escape the zoo and they go after Marty, and then they decide to absolutely end the life of a couple police officers by feeding them to dinosaurs and by giving them the soul treatment and kicking them in the penis and sending their ass to hell. There's also make your own zoos, like in Mario, like Mario Maker. Someone made a zoo level, which I think that's pretty cool. That's a pretty fun idea. And also in Minecraft, I'm actually working on my own zoo right now in Minecraft. Here it is. It's not finished. Don't make fun of it. I'm also obligated to mention something about Putt Putt Goes to the Zoo. I'm aware of Putt Putt. I know who he is. He has a bunch of video games. I don't really have much more to say about Putt Putt. One of the three Hannahs that I know told me to put it in here, and here you go, stupid. Yeah, I haven't played all of the zoo games in life. I'm sure I'm missing some, but the one that I have played and the one that I have started, my first zoo game was actually Zoo Tycoon 2 for the DS. I had a black DSi, which someone stole from me. I will get you one day. And this little this little easy, simple, kind of dumbed down version of Zoo Tycoon, you could essentially just do the basics of just like building and customizing your own zoo, organizing shows, having like creatures like a dinosaur or a yeti in it. The back of this game case says uncage your imaginations. And essentially that's what I would do as a kid. I would spend lots and lots of road trips and times and just sitting and not watching someone play a soccer and just at the games, just sitting there playing and building my own zoo, because actually that was a lot more fun than anything that was going on in the real world, and it still is today. Zoo Tycoons are fucking huge. There was the Zoo Tycoon 2013 where that came out on the Xbox. I didn't play it, but it's probably pretty much the same where you build a zoo, but right now I'm actually on Planet Zoo. Planet Zoo is very, very complicated and it's a lot. It's not as fun as Roller Coaster, Planet Coaster, but like it's fun because like it's just about building a funky ass zoo, and they got a bunch of animals and a fucking shit ton of expansion packs, which I think is amazing. And if once I have money, I'll gladly give my money to Frontier because they make great games. Speaking of a great game, Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 has a zoo. You could get the Wet and Wild pack. The Wet, I know it sounds very sexual and slippy, but it's actually very slippy and very wild in different ways. You could have a place like a Busch Gardens and have animals in your theme park. and it was really cool. I never got it because no one would buy it for me, and I thought it was really cool. But now that I have my own money, it is very cool. Frontier also made Jurassic World Evolution, which essentially is you're Bryce Dallas Howard from Jurassic World and you own a theme park. I don't actually know if that's who's in that movie. There's also things like human zoos, and you might be like, Noah, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm talking about The Sims. This is just a human zoo. These are any sim games like City Builders, they're just human zoos. Zoo is defined as an establishment that maintains a collection of wild animals, typically in a park or garden, for study, conservation, display to the public. I don't know about you, but I think this counts as a human zoo. Hi, voiceover Noah here, to not only apologize on behalf of myself for not ever looking into the camera because the monitor I set up was to the left of me and not on top of the camera, so I just kept looking at myself. But also, I'm here to talk about World of Zoo because I forgot to mention it in the video, which is a damn shame because World of Zoo is a fantastic game. You could create and color your own animals and unlock different wacky little pieces for them. They had a couple different animals like koalas, bears, two different, not a koala bear, but koalas and bears, and like big cats and horses and other things, and it was just a great game, and it's something I'm very nostalgic for. I've been playing it a little bit with my girlfriend, so that's cool. But what makes zoo games so fun is it just conservating and making a beautiful enclosure for all of the animals? Is it being a psychopath and killing all of them? There are a lot of videos like this on YouTube, and they all have a lot of views, and that fucking worries me. Is it just the kind of peacefulness of being able to create your own area and a beautiful enclosure for any type of animal? And that's essentially what it is for me. It's just like, yeah, I think zoos are great. Could they be done a lot better? Yes, and I 100% can do them better. I fucking love animals. I always have. I have an animal right here. Cole, come here. Up. I have an animal right here. He's my own zoo animal. I just have this fucking wild animal just sprinting around my house all the time. Yeah, it's fucking weird. He just be like existing. He's a wild animal. But peaceful and relaxing games are really what's helping me in a time like this, where the world, it seems to be falling apart. And going back in time and playing the zoo games I did as a kid, and playing the zoo games I play now, are really comforting and nice, and they make me very happy. And I hope some of you could share the same sentiment, because zoo games are great. And that's kind of all I had to say about zoos. That they're just a bit of fun, and they make me really happy. Anyway, that was kind of all I had. I've been Noah Fortner. I'm editing on a new software now. I'm using Adobe Premiere. I've been using Vegas for the longest time, so I'm switching over. I wanted to make something small and short, and something dumb that I wanted to talk about for a long time. So, thank you all for watching. Hopefully this doesn't take too long to come out. What day is it? It is April 10th, but I've been Noah Fortner. This is Cole, and I will see you in the next video. If you want to watch the next video, you can subscribe. And if you want to watch the last video, you can do that here. It's about fucking... What was my last video about, Cole? It's about video games or something. It's always about video games or something. I love video games. Anyway, you can check more out and do all that stuff. And I've been Noah Fortner. And I hope you have a nice day. And I hope you stay safe out there. And goodbye. Cole, say goodbye! You rude cunt.